What if I told you your dog's stare isn't just a cute or affectionate gesture, but a powerful, hidden message? You might think they're simply trying to show love or get your attention, but what if there's something much deeper and even a little unsettling behind those intense eyes? Did you know that when your dog locks eyes with you, it's not just about making eye contact? There's a secret, primal instinct at work that could completely change the way you understand your pet's behavior. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll uncover the shocking truth about why dogs stare at us and how it connects to their survival instincts, communication, and even their deepest emotions. You won't believe what's really going on behind those eyes. And once you know, you might start seeing your dog in a whole new light. This isn't just about cute looks or begging for treats. It's something much more profound. Keep watching to discover the mystery behind your dog's gaze and prepare to have your mind blown. Let's dive in. Gazing at wands. Gazing at walls could appear to be an odd eccentricity. However, it tends to be an indication of something other than fatigue. As a matter of fact, canines are exceptionally delicate to their current circumstance, and their remarkable faculties permit them to see things we can't. For instance, your canine may be hearing sounds that we are totally uninformed about. For example, high recurrence commotions radiated by electrical machines, lines, or even nuisances in the walls. Canines' abilities to hear are infinitely better to our own, and they might focus on these sounds, prompting delayed gazing. Then again, on the off chance that the way of behaving is joined by indications of disarray, bewilderment, or erratic meandering, it might show a neurological issue. For example, canine mental brokenness disorder, a condition that is like Alzheimer's sickness in people. Other potential reasons for this conduct could incorporate vision issues, which could cause the canine to appear to be confounded, as they might be attempting to conform to the climate in a manner that is not the same as their typical examples. In such cases, a visit to the vet is significant to preclude ailments that could influence their personal satisfaction. Looking straight at you. While looking straight at you could at first appear to be a forceful signal, it's really a type of correspondence for canines. As a rule, canines gaze at their proprietors since they're looking for consideration, love, or essentially attempting to bond. At the point when a canine gazes affectionately, their eyes are frequently delicate and they might have a casual stance, flagging trust and fondness. This sort of look is frequently alluded to as delicate eye-to-eye connection, and it's an indication that your canine has a good sense of reassurance and secure with you. Strangely, studies have shown that canines discharge oxytocin, the affection chemical, when they look at their proprietors, further reinforcing the connection among you. Be that as it may, in the event that your canine's gaze is extreme and joined by tense nonverbal communication, like an unbending stance, raised fur, or snarling, this could demonstrate an alternate plan. It very well may be an indication of predominance, regional way of behaving, or nervousness. This sort of gaze could show that your canine feels undermined or is attempting to state command over a circumstance. Understanding the setting of the gaze and noticing the non-verbal communication around it can assist you with interpreting your canine's personal state all the more precisely. Tail swaying. Swaying tail is one of the most generally perceived indications of canine way of behaving, yet it's essential to comprehend that not all tail sways are made equivalent. You'll probably see this sort of sway when your canine is welcoming you following a monotonous day or while they're playing with different canines. A sluggish sway, particularly when the tail is held low, can flag vulnerability, dread, or accommodation. This could happen when your canine feels overpowered or shaky in a circumstance. Then again, in the event that the tail is solid and swaying gradually, with the canine's body posed more unbending, it very well might be an indication of territoriality or predominance. Canines utilize this sort of tail sway to flag their position and shield their space. Finally, when your canine's tail is tucked firmly between their legs, it's an obvious indicator of dread, tension, or accommodation. This is in many cases seen when canines are presented to an unpleasant circumstance, like clearly commotions, new individuals, or facing a power figure. By perusing the whole non-verbal communication of the canine, including their stance and look, you can get a superior comprehension of what they're attempting to convey. Licking paws. While infrequent paw licking is typical, similar as people scratch their heads while thinking, over-the-top licking can be a warning that something is off base. The paws are a typical region where canines lick when they are encountering sensitivities. Natural allergens like dust bugs, or shape can set off bothersome, aggravated skin. This is particularly normal during occasional changes. Food sensitivities can likewise cause comparable responses, prompting serious licking and biting. Bug pervasions are another normal reason. Canines with tension or stress may likewise lick their paws as a self-mitigating component. This monotonous activity can turn into a habitual conduct after some time. Furthermore, dry, broke paw cushions from strolling on hot asphalt, frigid streets, or unpleasant landscape can prompt agonizing bothering, inciting the canine to lick the region for help. In the event that you notice unnecessary licking, or your canine's paws seem kindleth, crude, or stained, now is the right time to counsel a vet for potential medicines or demonstrative tests to address the underlying driver. Gasping. Gasping is a fundamental piece of a canine's cooling interaction. Canines don't perspire like people do, so they depend on gasping to direct their internal heat level. In any case, unreasonable gasping, especially when it's not connected to exercise or intensity, could flag something more serious. One of the essential drivers for unusual gasping is tension. Upsetting occasions like rainstorms, firecrackers, or an adjustment of routine can prompt hyperventilation, as canines attempt to adapt to their tension. On the off chance that the gasping is quick, and your canine appears to be disrupted or is walking about, this could be an indication of a profound unsettling influence. Ailments are likewise normal, guilty parties. Respiratory issues, like pneumonia or tracheal breakdown, can make your canine gasp exorbitantly as they battle to relax. Assuming your canine's gasping is joined by hacking, wheezing, or worked breathing, prompt veterinary consideration is fundamental. Coronary illness can likewise prompt extreme gasping, especially in more established canines, as their soles need to work harder to productively siphon blood. In conclusion, heat stroke is a perilous condition that requires quick activity. In the event that gasping is serious and joined by side effects like extreme slobbering, shortcoming, or spewing, you should get your canine to a cooler climate and look for crisis clinical assistance. Butt hurrying is much of the time a sign that your canine is encountering uneasiness in their butt-centric district. This conduct is habitually connected with butt-centric organ issues, which happen when a canine's butt-centric organs become influenced or tainted. Ordinarily, these organs void during poo. However, in the event that they don't, they can become aroused, making your canine hurry trying to assuage the tension. While butt-centric organ issues are normal, they are not by any means the only possible reason for butt hurrying. Canines with food sensitivities or digestive parasites like tapeworms may likewise show this way of behaving. As well as hurrying, you might see that your canine is exorbitantly licking their base or is by all accounts hauling their body along the ground. Hostility. Hostility in canines can come from different causes and ought to continuously be viewed in a serious way. It is one of the most unsettling social signs, as it can prompt injury or a heightening in struggle. Hostility can result from dread, regional impulses, torment, or even an absence of legitimate socialization. An unfortunate canine might erupt on the off chance that they feel cornered or undermined, while a regional canine could show hostility to safeguard their home or food. Torment is one more significant trigger for animosity. On the off chance that a canine is experiencing a physical issue, sickness, or joint torment, they might respond forcefully when contacted in specific regions or when they feel helpless. Forceful way of behaving might be joined by snarling, growling, going on the defensive toward, rushing. Canines in agony may likewise attempt to pull out from social circumstances or show indications of uneasiness when drawn nearer. In the event that your canine out of nowhere becomes forceful or shows an undeniable change in conduct, it's essential to address what is going on tranquilly and look for proficient assistance from a veterinarian or a confirmed canine behaviorist to guarantee your canine's personal and actual prosperity. Yawning. While people frequently partner yawning with sleepiness, canines utilize yawning as a type of correspondence too. Yawning in canines can happen when they're worn out, yet it can likewise be a sign of nervousness or stress. At the point when your canine yawns because of an upsetting circumstance, similar to an outing to the vet or while they're meeting a renewed individual, it's a way for them to self-relieve and quiet themselves. This sort of yawning is frequently alluded to as uprooting conduct, which assists the canine with dealing with sensations of strain or uneasiness. At times, yawning can be an indication of dissatisfaction or disarray, particularly in the event that your canine is in a circumstance where they don't have the foggiest idea what to do.